Hi guys, it's Crystal City Girl Homestead. Getting a little bit of a late start. I had to pick up Emmy today. The babysitter had a doctor's appointment, so it's kind of hard to cook with him. So, back to freezer stuff. If you remembered earlier this week, I had taken out the cooked chicken. Well, I'm going to use the rest of that bag up. And whatever I don't use tonight, I will refreeze that mixture and we can use it later. I don't think that pan's going to be big enough, so I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to grab my pan here, and we'll put it in there. There, that'll fit better. Sometimes it just doesn't fit right. So I'm going to start warming it up. And then, if you remember right, I had a little bit of that purple onion left, red onion, whatever you want to call it. We're going to put that in with it too. And use that up. Because, well, why not? I'm making enchiladas. But I think, you know, like, you see all these different recipes, and this says add this, add that, do this, do that. And I figure, why not make it my own? Just do what I want to do. So that's kind of what I'm doing tonight. We're just going to make it what I want to make it. Because that's the good thing about cooking, is you can create your own stuff. I don't want to waste that onion. No, no, no. Alrighty. So I'm just going to let that warm up for a little bit, and then I'll be right back and we'll get to the next step. Tom just called and I said, well, dinner's probably not going to be ready when you get home. He'll get through it. So what I decided to do is I'm going to use one of those big cans of Rotel that I got at the Amish Not Amish store. And I'm going to add that. Because, well, why not? Then, remember, I got, and I had this in the freezer, the Mexican blend. Everything that I read says 3 cups. This is 2. So I'm going to put that in there with it. Then, I've also seen where people make it creamy. So I'm going to put a great big tablespoon and a half, maybe, of sour cream in it. And we're going to get that all mixed together and get that cheese melted. So from the freezer, we got the cheese and the chicken. From my pantry, we got the enchilada sauce that we'll be using and the Rotel. And then I'm going to use some of the cheese that I bought the other day and the sour cream, obviously. But other than that, it's pretty much a pantry meal. And I figure whatever's left, I can freeze in a mixture and we could use in tacos or something else later. Oh, there it goes. A little bit more creamy now. Look at that. I was hoping to let you look down into the pan, but my tripod doesn't go that high. Alright, so let me take you over here. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to let the cheese melt, and then we'll be back for the very next step. I'm excited, because this is the first time I've just done it on my own, winged it. I've only made enchiladas a couple times in my life, that's it. So I think it's cool that I'm going to make my own. And you know what? Sometimes that's the best way to do it. Create our own stuff. And then hope it works out. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is take that enchilada sauce and pour some on the bottom. And I'm just going to move that around a little bit. I did grease my pan too. And I changed to a slotted spoon because I don't want all the extra liquid from the chicken to be in there. So, we're going to put that right there. And then we're going to move you back here so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So now I'm going to make these nice and full. Because if we have some left, because Tom doesn't work tomorrow, we can take them down to Jimmy. And he can have dinner. He likes everything that I make, so that's good. Now you don't want to get them too full because they won't wrap. So you want to roll them just like that. Put the folded seam down. And see, I definitely overfilled it. Never know till you do it, right? Alright, let's do another one here. Just not so full. Maybe just a tad bit more. And then we want to pull and roll it as tight as we can. That's better. Tom will get the big fat one. Look at this. Doesn't that look beautiful? And I used stuff that was in my pantry, in my refrigerator, in my freezer. That one didn't like me either. And I didn't fill it that much either. I tried to bring it more to the edge, and I guess it didn't like that. Maybe it likes when I do it in the middle. Who knows? Anything to make me not look like I know what I'm doing, right? Isn't that usually how it works? I'm glad I have plenty of towels, because, man, I sure mess those things up pretty good. Alrighty. Tuck them and roll them. Alright, let me get the last few done and I'll be right back. I had to really squeeze it in to get all 10. This is the mixture I had left, and I'll label it and put it in the freezer. We could always use it for tacos or something else. So now we're going to put that enchilada sauce over the top of all of the enchiladas. And everybody's probably like, we know how to do that, Chris. Yes, and I went over the side. Everybody knows I'm messy. That's okay. Somebody's got to do it. Might as well be me. I'm going to try to poke that down just a little bit. That's something I want to try to do sometime too, is can my own enchilada sauce. And then we're going to take that regular cheese and just put it over top of it. I didn't take out a second frozen one, so. Alrighty. Put just a little bit more over here in this corner and down that one. Alrighty, so there we go. Now I'm going to put it in the oven till it's nice and piping hot and melted. And then dinner will be served. And Jimmy's going to get a lot of leftovers. Well, hi, Tom.
Hello.
I went and picked up Emmy and got him some nuggets. He was happy.
Yeah,
he was actually saying McDonald's.
Was he really?
Yeah.
McDonald's.
So there's your enchiladas. Give them a try. I created them myself. I put sour cream and that big can of Rotel and some red onion and yeah.
Chicken?
And chicken. And that Mexican cheese on the inside. Because I couldn't find a recipe I liked.
So you did your own?
I did my own. Did I do good?
Yummy.
Now that frozen diced chicken is done. No more in the freezer, no more in the fridge.
Oh.
And I had some leftovers, but we just talked about what we might do with that. I think it'd turn out good. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing. And goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have a wonderful night.